Hello everyone. So guys, today we are going to discuss Unit 8. Okay, so it's a study Unit 8 and it belongs to corporate finance section because in the previous class, in the previous video, we have discussed derivatives and we have discussed options contract like we have discussed what is call option, what is put option. So these things we have discussed. So then that was Unit 6. Now I'm going to jump into Unit 8. The reason is that because in Unit 8, which is about corporate restructuring, international trade and exchange rates, especially this topic, again it belongs to the derivatives. Okay, because some derivatives we will discuss here, like future contracts. Again we will discuss options as well. We will discuss again money market hedge, these kind of things. Okay, so in Unit 8 we have five topics actually. The first topic is 8.1, which is about mergers and acquisition. 8.2 is about international trade. And then if you will look this area, which are three topics, 8.3, 8.4, and 8.5. So these are relevant to exchange rates. Okay. Like topic number 8.3 is exchange rates and systems and calculations. We have to learn what are the exchange rates, how it works. Then 8.4 is about again exchange rates, but factors and risk mitigation. Like this is more about how we can mitigate the risk of exchange rate. And then we have 8.55, which is about effects of foreign exchange fluctuations. Okay, like what are the causes? Why do exchange rates fluctuates? Okay, this is the top. These are the topics. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish this area first. These three topics. 8.3, 4, and 5. Maybe we need to spend 2, 3 classes on this. Actually, it is not a small topic, but it is really important. So, and then once we are done with this, then we will discuss about merger and acquisition and international trade. And after completion of Unit 8, I'll start Unit number 7, which is about working capital management. Okay. So then corporate finance section will be over. So here we go. As we know, in the corporate finance section, which is 20% of your exam. So these are total 5 units are there. Unit number 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 we are discussing, and I'm starting with 8.3. And although in this sheet you will have a lot of extra information more than your book, but it is really important to understand the concept. Okay. So here we go. 8.3 exchange rates we are going to discuss. So guys, in this class today we'll just talk about what are the exchange rates, actually what is the definition, how it works. So here we go, I'm going to start with the definition first. So here we go. Exchange rate. So guys, these are two definitions of exchange rate. So we have to understand, an exchange rate is the rate at which one country's currency can be traded in exchange for another country's currency. For example, if you are living in UK, let's assume, or if you are living in the USA, so you are saying that, for example, what is the price of, let's assume, what is the price of Swiss franc? I'm just giving example, okay? Swiss franc, like currency, okay? They will always tell you the price of Swiss franc in in they will tell you in dollars. For example, another example, for example, if you are living in India, let's assume you are saying that Indian, obviously Indian home currency, home currency is now rupees, right? Indian rupees, INR. So if you're living in India, okay, your home currency is INR, and you are asking what is the price of US dollar. US dollar. So you are asking the price of US dollar. Maybe they will express you, this way. Maybe they will tell you that $1 equals 80 Indian rupees. So see here, you are asking the price of dollar, but this price is expressed in other currency, which is Indian rupees, right? He would not tell you that $1, the price of $1 is $1. No, he will tell you the price of $1 in other currency, which is Indian rupees, right or wrong? So same way, if you are living in Pakistan, for example, you are asking, obviously, if you're living in Pakistan, so your home currency is rupees, right? And if you're asking what is the price of dollar, dollar is the foreign currency for you now. So now they will tell you that $1 equals, for example, 200 rupees. Okay. So see again, the price of dollar is expressed in terms of another currency, right? This is what is the definition of exchange rate. So same definition we can tell you this way also. We can say this way: the price of one currency expressed in terms of another currency. For example, the dollar price is expressed in another currency. It's the same thing, right? So this is what is the definition of exchange rate. Now, guys, here little bit this lecture will be more difficult because I will try to explain a lot of things regarding exchange rate. So please listen me, okay, carefully. So here we go. So here, guys, we know there are always two rates are there, right? Exchange rates. There is always one rate is called selling rate. This is the rate at which bank will sell the currency. And there is another rate which is called a buying rate. This is the rate at which bank will buy the currency. Understood? So maybe if you are dealing with the currency, maybe sometime your brothers or sisters, they may send you some foreign currency or they may bring some foreign currency to your home country. At that time, maybe you would sell the foreign currency, right? To get the local currency. Or for example, if your brother is studying in the USA, maybe you want to send some US dollar there, right? So obviously you need to buy the dollar, right? So that is why there are always two rates are there. One is called selling rate and other is called buying rate, right? So here we go. Before moving to these things, I want to tell you here a quotation of exchange rates. Like they in the world, mostly we have two systems to code the exchange rate. Okay, two systems. So from here, it's really important things we are going to discuss now. We have two systems to code the exchange rate. The first system is called direct code, and the second system to code the exchange rate is called what? Indirect code. So what is the direct code first? What is a direct code? Okay, direct code we have to understand here. So here we have a small definition, then I'll give you example. Okay, so for example, I'm just assuming, so you are living in UK. Okay, so if you're living in UK, so your home currency, which is local currency, will be what? UK pound, right? British pound. This is your home currency. Now please focus here. So here, how under the direct code exchange rates are quoted. So if you will look at here, they're saying it is a system. Okay, in the direct code, I'm explaining direct, a system under which the units of local currency are taken against or equated to one unit of the foreign currency. So what they are telling you here, they're saying that under the direct code, what will happen? So let's assume if this is your local currency, which is pound, I'm just assuming, and this is your foreign currency, which is dollar. So in this exchange rate system, so here you will have units of local currency, units of local currency. Units mean to say it could be more than one or less than one, but not exactly equal to one. But the units of local currency will be equated to $1, one unit of the foreign currency. This is one, okay, unit of foreign currency. Okay, so what I said here, I'm going to tell you with the help of example. Don't worry. I told you direct quote is the system in which we will try to equate the units of local currency, units of local currency. We will try to equate the one with one unit of the foreign currency. Okay, so what it means, for example, let's assume you are living in India now, right? You are living in India. So in India, so your local currency is Indian rupees. Okay, and your foreign currency, any other currency, for example, dollar is foreign currency for you, right? Now here what, if you will ask the price here, like if you will ask the price here, so if you will ask the price here, okay, if you will ask the price, what is the price of dollar? So here the foreign currency is dollar, right? So the exchange dealer will tell you that $1, foreign currency which is foreign currency, right? $1 equals what? For example, 90 Indian rupees. So see here what happened actually here. Here the units, one unit of the foreign currency is equated, okay, number of units with the number of units of the local currency. If this kind of system is there, so that is called direct code. Please remember, now here we have two more examples. Let's assume, for example, $1 equals 90 rupees. Okay, equals 90 rupees. It means that $1 can be exchanged for 90 rupees. So this quote is a direct quote for the party in the Pakistan, for example. Because here what? So dollar is the foreign currency. Dollar is the foreign currency. So they're keeping foreign currency 1 unit and they're trying to equate with the number of units of the local currency. Okay. And usually and mostly this direct quote system is followed in poor countries or in the country in those countries whose currencies are weak, right? So there what they will do, they will put 1 unit of foreign currency, they will equate with the number of units of the local currency. Now if you will look at here another example, for example, $1, I'm assuming here again dollar is your foreign currency. Okay, $1 equals 0.5 0.504. Okay, pound, like $1. See here, which currency is one? Dollar is one. Dollar is one which is foreign currency and it is equal to 0.504 pounds. So this is the number of units actually. Because I told you number of units mean number of units mean to say more than one or less than one, but not exactly equal to one. Okay, so here $1 equals 0.504 pound means that $1 can be exchanged for 0.504 pound. This code is a direct code for the party in the UK. Like if you're living in UK, obviously your local currency is now pound and foreign currency is dollar, and foreign currency is equal to one. And the exchange rate which is quoted, that is in your local currency, which is in the number of units, means which is less than one or greater than one, but not exactly one, right? This is what is called direct code. Understood, guys? First, tell me, is that clear? Like in direct code, simply what you are doing in shortcut in direct code, what? So local currency will be in number of units, and foreign currency will be equal to one, 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 one. Okay. So if you are quoting exchange rate this way, this is called direct code. Is that clear? Please confirm through the chat option. Is that clear, right? Okay. Now I'm going to tell you indirect code. There is another code. There is another way to code the exchange rate. Okay, first I'm just telling you these things just for your information, and then I'll tell you what thing you have to memorize actually. So here we go. So indirect code now. Indirect code is what? So here, this is the definition here, indirect code. So here, the price in terms of how many units of the foreign currency can be bought with 1 unit of the local currency. Now here assume, for example, here what you are doing here, let's assume I'm putting a dollar as your let's assume local currency, and I'm assuming you are now US resident. Okay, so you are living in US and your local currency is dollar. And now here, please remember here, and pound is for you now, pound is for you foreign currency. Okay, now what? In this exchange rate, what they will do? They will keep local currency as 1 unit, and they will equate the 1 unit of dollar, like $1 they will equate with the number of units of the foreign currency. Number of units of foreign currency. Okay, for example, $1, which is your local currency, now they're keeping this dollar as a one, equals, for example, 0.504 pound. Okay, now here they are keeping local currency as one. So this is what is the main difference, right? For example, this indirect code system, mostly it follows in the developed countries. For example, if you are living in the UK now, please remember, so what they will do, so they will equate £1, because now pound is your local currency, right? If you're living in UK, so they will tell you £1 equals, let's assume, $1.5. Now I'm assuming this is your local currency, this is your dollar, is your foreign currency, right or wrong? So they are saying they are keeping 1 unit of pound, which is the local currency. They're equating with the number of units of the foreign currency. So this is what is called indirect code. And please remember, for example here, so for example, £1, I'm assuming now pound is your local currency. Pound equals, for example, a dollar 1.45. So this, I'm assuming dollar is your foreign currency. Now here they are equating 1 unit of local currency with the number of units of the foreign currency. So this is only the mirror image of the direct code, right? In direct code, what was happening? If I will summarize now, if I will summarize now, so for example, if this is your local currency, any currency, and this is your foreign currency, okay? So just I'm going to tell you, if you are following direct code, okay? So they will keep local currency number of units, and they will equate 1 unit of the foreign currency. 1 unit of the foreign currency. This is what is the direct code. Like number of units of local currency, okay, equal to 1 unit. Okay, equal to 1 unit. So I gave you example. For example, if your local currency is, if your local currency, now assume Indian rupees, okay, and foreign currency is any other currency, for example, dollar. So what they will tell you, they will keep $1, and they will tell you the $1 price is, for example, 90 Indian rupees. Okay, so this system is called direct code. Like here, number of units of the local currency, right? Number of units equated 1 unit of the foreign currency. But under the indirect code, okay, so it is totally opposite. So what they will do, local currency will be 1 unit now. Local currency will be 1 unit, and the foreign currency will be number of units. For example, if you are living in UK, so they will tell you £1, okay, equals, for example, $1.5. So here I'm assuming pound is your local currency and dollar is your foreign currency. So they will keep 1 unit of local, and they will equate with the number of units of the foreign currency. Okay, guys. And I have already told you indirect code mostly it is followed in the strong countries where their currency is strong, they will keep equal to 1, and then they will match with the number of units of the foreign currency, right? And indirect code mostly it is followed in developing countries, those country which is having weak currency. Understood, guys? So now it's a continuation of I'll explain first everything now as per the indirect code. Okay. As per indirect, and at the end I'll tell you short summary. Okay. Like what if you are provided with the direct code. So forget about everything. Just remember indirect code so far. Indirect code, I told you what. So local indirect under indirect code, local currency will be 1 unit and number of units of the foreign currency will be there. So these are equated. Okay. 1 unit of the local currency is equated with the number of units of the foreign currency. Okay, now here we go. So for example, if this rate is mentioned here, let's assume. Now whatever I would say as per indirect code. Okay, just to differentiate what is direct and indirect code, I told you. Okay, but now you have to focus only on indirect code, and at the end I'll tell you what you have to do. Okay, so indirect codes you have to focus now. For example, guys, for example, so as I told you, there are always two rates, right? If you are a bank, so bank always have two rates, right? So one is the selling rate at which the bank will sell the currency. Bank will sell means a customer will buy, right? And second is the buying rate, the rate at which bank will buy. Bank buy me to say customer will sell, right? There are always two rates are there. For example, this rate is what? I'm just saying here under indirect code. So rate is written as dollar to pound. I'm assuming now here, I'm assuming pound is your local currency, okay? And dollar is your foreign currency. Assume it as per this rate. So dollar to pound or dollar slash pound, or you can say dollar divided by pound. What's the rate here? So rate is, please, so rate is 1.7935 to 1.8075. Now, please remember here, the currency which is written after slash. So this we will under indirect code, because we will assume it is local currency and this is always 1 unit. This pound is always 1 unit. And the rate which are mentioned here, 1.7935 or 1.8075. So what these rates? Are these rates in pound or dollar? These rates are in dollar. The reason, because pound is equal to 1. It means 1 pound equals this much dollar and 1 pound equals this much dollar. So these are two rates are there. I'll tell you which is buying or selling rate for the bank. Okay. Just so far here, what I told you, this these rates are in dollars, so I can write this thing this way also. So please remember here, if I don't want to write this way dollar to pound, I can write this way also. dollar 1.7935 per pound. Okay, and again dollar 1.8075 per pound. Okay, so these rates are in dollar under indirect code. Okay, indirect code, because I'm assuming dollar is my foreign currency. So because this is the currency which is written after slash, it is 1 unit, and these rates are expressed in the currency which is written before slash. Okay. Now the question is, the question is, the question is which is the bank selling rate, which is the bank buying rate. Okay, before telling you this thing, generally, if you are a bank, what you should do, please remember here, what you should do. So because bank want to make profit, right? So there are selling rate, right? For the bank, I'm telling you, and there is a buying rate also. Generally, if you will think logically, so what bank should do? So they should buy at low price. They should buy foreign currency at low price, right? And they should sell foreign currency at high price, right? Generally, right? Generally. So what you should buy, for example, even you are a car dealer, so you should buy a car at less price and you should sell car at high price. And the difference of these price should be your profit, right? Here. But under the indirect code, it is quite opposite. Quite opposite. Opposite doesn't mean bank will make loss. No, bank will have profit. Because here these figures we will divide actually. Okay. So bank will have profit, not loss. But here what you have to do. So the first rate, which one? The first rate, which is like written 1.7935, which is the lower rate, right? It seems lower if you will compare these two rates, 1.7935 and 1.8075. So it feel you can feel here this rate is lower and this rate is higher. Okay, and please, this rate, this the lower rate, bank will this will be the bank selling rate. Like at this rate, the bank will sell the currency. Now you may think, what the hell is this? How bank can sell at lower rate and how he can buy at high rate? So bank will make loss. Actually, it's not the scenario, because these rates will be, we will divide later. So obviously, if you will divide the smaller a smaller thing, so you will get the bigger answer, right? And if you will divide the higher value, you will get the smaller answer. So that is why this rate is the bank selling rate. This is the rate at which bank would sell. And the selling rate is also called ask rate. It's also called offer rate. Please remember, these rates are quoted from bank point of view. Bank selling means a customer buying rate. Okay. And this second rate, which is the higher rate, this rate is bank buying rate. Bank buying rate. Bank buying rate means a customer selling rate. And buying rate is also called bid rate. Okay. Now I just want to confuse your, I just want to remove, what I can say. I just want to remove your confusion now. Okay. Please remember here, as I told you here, here, what bank is doing in this as per this rate. This is indirect code I'm telling you. Okay. Please, first you have to be strict with the indirect code. So please remember here. So bank will sell always at low price, which will be the first one. And bank will buy always at high price, which will be the second one. Okay. And here what? These exchange rate will be divided. We will divide with something. Okay. So then you will get the bank profit. Let me give you example here. Let me give you example here. So for example here, before moving to the example, there are 2 points are there. These points you have to remember here, because uh, you should be first clear, like when to apply which rate. Should we divide this rate, first one, which is lower rate, or should we divide the second rate? Okay, which rate we have to pick. So here we go. So for this is the rule which you have to understand. The rule is, now this is written from company point of view first. For example, if foreign currency payments are there, like for example, you are a ABC company, you want to make payments of the foreign currency, right? So it means if you want to make payments of the foreign currency, so you need to buy foreign currency, right? As a customer, we need to buy foreign currency. If we are buying foreign currency, so obviously bank will sell foreign currency, and here bank selling rate will be used. Okay, it means under indirect code, if we have to make payment as a company to other company, so in foreign currency. It means we need to buy foreign currency. If we need to buy, so we need to buy, then bank will sell. So this selling rate will be applied. On the other hand, on the other hand, if we have foreign currency receipts, for example, maybe you have received some dollar, let's assume, or you have received some other foreign currency. Now what? What we will do with the foreign currency? It means this foreign currency which we have received as a company, we need to sell foreign currency because we want to convert into our currency to use it. So we want to sell foreign currency. If as a customer I want to sell foreign currency, so then bank will buy. If the bank is buying, so the bank buying rate will be applied, and the buying rate is this one, second one, under the indirect code. Okay, under the indirect code. Understood, guys? So this is what I'm going to practice the question, and you will see, yes, even you it feels awkward that bank is selling at low and buying at high. So how bank would make profit? Because division will apply, profit will be there automatically. So here we go. I'm just going to show you one example now. So we have one more small definition, which is a spot rate. Like, what is a spot rate? Spot rate means say that today's rate. Today rate is called spot rate. The current rate, for example, today, let's assume I'm saying £1 equals $1.5. This is a today's rate. So today rate is called spot rate. So this is how spot rate can be defined. Spot rate is the number of units of the foreign currency. I'm assuming dollar is my foreign currency, number of units of foreign currency that can be received today in exchange for a single unit of the domestic currency. I'm assuming this is my local currency. Okay, the rate which is quoted today, that is spot rate actually, in simple word. The rate which is quoted today, that is a spot rate. And we have a first example to do here now. Need concentration, please. So guys, for example, spot rate is quoted. Indirect quote I'm explaining, okay? Spot rate is what? Dollar to pound equals 1.8630 to 1.8610. So I can say this rate this way also. Obviously, here pound is equal to 1 here. And these rates are quoted in dollars. So I can write this rate this way also. For example, if I want to write this rate, I can write this way. Dollar 1.8630 equals £1. And if I want to write this rate, I can write this way also. Dollars 8660, okay, equals £1. Okay, I can write this way also. Because here the currency which is written after slash, that is equal to 1. And we are assuming it's local currency under indirect code. So now here we have some scenario. We have two scenarios here. Okay. This scenario is, for example, for the company XYZ companies there. This is for them. For example, uh, they have XYZ company has foreign currency payment of how much? $100,000. Okay. I'm assuming here dollar is our foreign currency and pound is our local currency. Okay. So for first thing, XYZ company has a payment of $1,000. So what it means? It means we have a payment, right? Payment means say we need to buy. We need to buy. It means if we need to buy, XYZ company need to buy, right? XYZ company need to buy. It means bank will sell. Bank will sell the currency. And here which rate will be applied? Selling rate. And the selling rate is the first one. It means this is a selling rate, bank selling rate. This rate will be applied. So what we will do now? Please remember here. So now we are going to just uh, think to buy $1,000, how many pound we have to give, right? As XYZ company. So what we will do? We will take $1,000, $1,000, and I will divide with this rate, which is 1.8630. So if I will divide 1,000 divided by 1.8630, so I'll get what? This is this much pound I will get, because dollar divided by dollar rate equals pound. So pound is how much? 536.77. It means to buy $1,000 as XYZ company, to buy $1,000, I would pay to the bank, paid to the bank. How much we will pay? 536.77 pound we will pay to the bank. Understood? Payment to the bank. It means bank is receiving, right? Or I can tell you are paid to the bank, or I can say this way received by bank, right? Because bank will receive received by bank. Because bank will receive this much pounds and he will give you $1,000. Right? Okay, so this money has been received by the bank now. Bank has received from you, right? Now here, another scenario now. If foreign currency, now we are assuming, if foreign currency receipt of $1,000, now we have a receipt, not a payment. It means if you have a receipt of foreign currency, it means now XYZ company needs to sell, right? Need to sell foreign currency. If we will sell, bank will buy. Bank will buy. And if bank is buying, so buying rate will be applied. And buying rate is one, second one. This is the bank buying rate. Now what we will do? We will take $1,000 divided by this rate, which is $1 again, 1.8660. Okay, and if you will just divide, you will get how much? Pound 535.91. So actually this is paid by a bank, because you are selling dollar now, right? You are selling dollar. Bank will buy. Bank will buy dollar and bank will give you pound. So this much pound bank is paying to you. Now, if you look at here, this much dollar bank has received against $1,000, or this much pound bank has received against $1,000, and this much pound bank has paid against $1,000. Now see here, obviously receipts are bigger, right? Bank receipts are bigger than payments against $1,000, right? If you look receipt, this is received by bank, this paid by bank, automatically the difference, whatever the difference is. So let's assume difference is pound 0.86. So this is the bank profit. Understood, guys? Clear? I'll do one more example because I know it feels like a little bit difficult, but you have to understand, guys. It's clear, right? Please confirm. So, okay, guys, then we have another example. Now we have here another example, example 2, indirect quote again. Just whatever I'm explaining now, explaining as per indirect quote. Okay. And then they'll tell you this again what to do if you are having direct quote also. So here example 2. For example, we have a rate here DM $2. Here I'm assuming DM, like DM is your German mark actually. So it is your foreign currency, I'm assuming now, because it's written before slash. And dollar is your local currency because it's written after slash, and dollar is equal to 1. Equal to 1 now. Okay, equal to 1. Now please remember here. So rate is what? Rate is 2.0345 to 2.0365. Now please remember, this is the bank selling rate, and this is the bank buying rate. Okay. Okay, now here, and we can write this rate this way also. So for example, these rates are quoted now in DM. It means DM 2.0345 equals $1, sorry, okay, $1 I can code this way, and this rate I can code this way. So 2, again DM 2.0365 equals $1. Okay, and this is what is the bank selling rate, this is bank buying rate. So now here we have again two situation. For example, again you are dealing with XYZ company. And here, what is the cost of buying DM 100,000? For example, now the company want to buy DM. If we want to buy DM, obviously bank will sell DM. Bank will sell DM. Like if XYZ company wants to buy DM, bank will sell. And if bank is selling, so bank selling rate will be applied. Okay, bank selling rate. So what you will do here, so you have a currency of DM of how much? 100 DM. Okay, 100,000 divided by selling rate. Selling rate is the first one, which is 2 point, it's also DM 2.0365. 3, 4, 5. So you will get how much? You will get dollar now because you are dividing DM versus DM. So you will get dollar 49,152. It means to buy 100,000 DM, we will pay this much dollar. It means this dollar will be received by bank because we are paying, right, to buy DM. So bank will receive. So this is received by bank. Okay. Now we have another question here. For example, how much do we receive from selling DM 100,000? Now, as a XYZ company, I want to sell 10 million DM. And obviously, if I want to sell, then what will happen with the bank? So bank will buy DM. And if bank is buying here, so it means buying rate will be applied. Bank buying rate will be applied. And the buying rate is the second one. This is the buying rate. Okay, now what? So I'll take 10 million DM divided by buying rate. Buying rate is how much? 2.0365. Okay, again this is DM. Okay, and this will give you answer in dollar. Dollar how much? 49,000. Okay, 49,000. Okay, sorry, 4,910,385. Okay, so this is what, this is how you will apply the rate. Understood, guys? Now, guys, under indirect quote, I want to tell you simply one shortcut now. If company has, under indirect quote, okay, if company has payment of foreign currency, okay, so first rate you will divide. First rate, you will simply divide. First rate you will divide. Okay, under indirect quote shortcut, I'm telling you, if company has payment, so first rate you will divide. And if company has receipt, if company has receipts of foreign currency, then second rate you will divide. Second rate you will divide. And one more thing I want to attach here. If let's assume rate is 1.9010 to 1.9020, so this is the first rate obviously, and this is the second rate. Okay. So if you have a, as a company, if you have a foreign currency payment, first rate will be divided. Okay. If you have a foreign currency receipt, second rate will be divided under indirect code. Okay. Now one more thing. Foreign currency payments. If company is foreign currency payment can be given with this name also. He may tell you that company has imported some item. Obviously, against import, because you are importing some goods, so you have to make payments. So imported payments against imported items is called foreign currency payment, right? It means foreign currency payment can be written payment against import also. And here, if company has receipt, okay, foreign currency receipt. So for receipt, he can use the word export also, because when you export the goods, obviously against goods which you have exported, so you will get receipt. Understood? In simple, in import transaction, again you will divide first rate, and in export you will divide second rate. And or in case of payment, you will divide first rate, and in case of receipt, you will divide second rate. Understood? I hope so it is clear. So now I just want to tell you, because these rules I'll explain at the end. So for first currency, second currency, I don't want to confuse you. So here we go. Now here we have some other terminologies regarding exchange rate. Okay, I just want to ask you now, for example, if in your exam question, he told you that $1, I'm telling you indirect code, okay? $1 equals, for example, 19 Indian rupees. If this is the scenario, can you tell me under indirect code, if this is a slash, Which currency you will write after slash? Obviously, the currency which is equal to 1 unit. So that is dollar. And we assume dollar is your local currency then, right? Which is written after slash, we'll assume it's local currency. Okay? It's local currency. And the rate in which, the currency in which rate is given, that you will write before slash, INR. Just as a practice, INR, $2 equals what? 90. This is how you can write. Okay, again, one more thing. For example, now if we told you 1 pound equals Australian dollar, for example, or US dollar, for example, how much? $1.5. Let's assume. How would you write now? Under indirect code, the currency which is equal to 1, you will write after slash, which is pound. And the currency in which rate is quoted, that you will write before slash, dollar, 1.5. So it means dollar divided by pound equals 1.5. Okay, a dollar slash pound equals 1.5. Actually, this is dollar. Understood? And this currency you will always take equal to 1. And here in this rate, this dollar was equal to 1. And this is in rupees. Clear? So I hope so it is clear. Now, guys, I want to tell you a few more things. So there is bid offer spread. What is bid offer spread? Spread, I want to tell you. Spread is the word for the profit. Spread is the word for profit. And if you will just go back, I told you there are two rates are there. For example, if just assume if these are the two rates, right? These are the two rates, right? One is the bank selling rate. This is the bank selling. This is the bank buying rate. The difference of these two is the profit for the bank. And the profit word is for spread. Or the difference between these two exchange rates, selling and buying rate, is your spread. Okay. So this is spread definition. Then what is the mid rate? For example, mid rate means what? Generally, rate, for example, could be given dollar to pound 1.5060 to 1.5065. Let's assume. Generally, these two rates are given. Okay. Now, please, what is the mid rate? This is generally a buying rate. This sorry, bank selling rate. Bank selling. This is bank buying rate. But what is the mid rate? If you are provided dollar to pound, for example, 1.5, this rate. So if you are provided only one rate, that is mid rate. That is mid rate. And in if you are provided with the mid rate, so then what we can assume? We can assume this same rate will be used to buy the foreign currency or to sell the foreign currency. Understood? Okay, this is mid rate. Mid rate means when you are provided with only one rate, that is mid rate. So you don't have two separate rates for selling and buying. That is mid rate. And now we have some other things to discuss as well. So here we have a definition of spot rate. I have already told you, because now I'm just going to tell you another technique actually. That's why repeating the definition with different example now. Spot rate. So guys, spot rate is the current rate, right? Whatever the today's rate is available, that is spot rate. So for example, today rate is available like that. So I need concentration here, please. So today rate is given like that. For example, we have 1.652 Swiss francs, okay, which is written as CHF, Swiss francs, 1.652 equals, for example, equals, we have to equals, for example, 1 pound. Can you tell me how this rate can be written actually? This rate can be written this way also. So the currency which is equal to pound, you will write after slash pound. And the other currency in which rate is available, you can write CHF. Rate is what? 1.652. So you will get here new thing. Please focus with me. Okay, CHF to 1 pound. CHF to 1 pound. Rate is what? 1.652. It means here, guys, if you will focus here, actually this formula states that CHF divided by pound. CHF, I can write this way also. CHF divided by pound. Same thing I can write. It means CHF was how much? How much? 1.652 divided by 1. So what answer you will get? You will get the same answer, 1.652. Okay, now I have question here, because now I'm going to tell you new thing here. Okay, can you convert this rate which is written CHF to 1 pound, 1.62? Can you convert this rate to this way, pound to CHF? How would you do it now? This is my question. Think, because here CHF divided by pound, but I want you to convert this rate pound divided by CHF. So how would you do it now? So you, because in the rate, in this rate, pound was equal to 1. It means now what I have to do, I have to take pound as a numerator, which is 1, which is 1. Okay. Pound, because pound was 1 in this rate. Pound was 1 divided by CHF, right? And CHF was how much? 1.652. And if you will just take 1 divided by 1.652, so you will get answer how much? Now you will get in the pound, you will get 0.6053. But now these are pound. Okay, now this rate already converted pound to CHF. How much pound? 0.6053. Okay, so now I can write this way also. This rate now. CHF, pound to CHF. Okay, now I can write this way also. Pounds 0.6053 equals 1 CHF. Right? See here, it's totally other way around. It was different here. Here, this much CHF equals 1 pound. But here now, this much pounds equal to 1 CHF. Understood? I hope so it is clear, right? So I just told you, okay, if you are provided with a rate CHF to pound, right? Then how you can convert this rate to pound to CHF? So just you will, as I told you, a formula. This is the formula. Here what? Here the formula was CHF divided by pound, and pound was equal to 1. But now I want CHF equal to 1, right? So I want pound to CHF. So pound, previously it was 1. Previously it was 1 and divided by CHF. If I'll divide, I'll automatically get pound to CHF rate. Clear? So now we have another rate here. So now this example you can go through. I have already explained this example. It is explained here. You can just go through. Because later on I will tell you almost one more concept, cross rate. That is, don't mix with it. Okay, don't mix with it. So this is something different. So this is the example which I have done now. So you can just go through from here till here. Now we have another definition which is called forward rate. Okay, another definition which is called forward rate. What is forward rate? So here we have forward rate means what? Forward rate is the rate for the future. Okay, for the future. For example, I'm just giving example. For example, maybe you want to sell, for example, Swiss francs. Okay, CHF, Swiss franc you want to sell maybe after 6 months. When you want to sell? After 6 months, or after 3 months, or maybe after even 1 month. Okay, so please remember, for those transactions which you want to perform in future, banks may quote rate today also, and the rate which they are quoting today, but for the future transaction, that is forward rate. Okay, the rate is quoted today, but this rate is for the future transaction, that is forward rate. What is the spot rate? The rate which is quoted today, but this is for today transaction, that is spot rate. And what is forward rate? The rate which is quoted today, but this can be utilized for the future transaction, that is forward rate. Now I'm just assuming how we have, let's assume this is for example 30 days forward rate. What is 30 days forward rate? I'm just giving example here. For example, he told you rate is like that. He told you a CHF, how much? For example, 1.654 equals 1 pound, equals 1 pound, for example. And you know this rate which is equal to 1, so you can write this way also, right? You can write this way, a pound which is after slash and CHF. It means it's a CHF divided by pound. And what's the rate? 1.654. Right or wrong? It means it's a CHF divided by pound. Now I have a question. Can you convert this rate? Can you convert this rate? Can you convert this rate to pound to CHF? Okay, pound to CHF. Now, please remember here, focus here. So this here pound was 1. It means you have to take what? 1 as a numerator, because pound to CHF means a pound divided by CHF. So pound was 1 and CHF was how much? 1.654. If you will divide, so you will get pound 0.6046. Just cross check. Okay, so now it means this rate is converted now. Pound to CHF, how many? 0.6046, and now CHF equals to 1 here, right? Because pound divided by CHF. Uh, in this rate I have converted, right? CHF equals to 1. So this is what you will do. Now you can write this rate, you can write this way: pounds to CHF, okay, equals 0.6046. Okay, great. Clear, guys? So this is what we have discussed here. Now I want to tell you more things, more things. Just let's summarize it because I will take it here. Uh, these things, two different scenarios. I just want to use the pen here because you will understand in a better way. Two examples I'm just going to rephrase here. I'm just going to rewrite, sorry. So we had done first example for the spot rate. This is the spot rate example. I'm just putting here. Just putting here. I'm just putting here Swiss francs, CHF, and here I'm putting pound and spot rate. What was the spot rate? I'll write in two different way. Okay, under the spot rate, this, if you look at here, this example I'm taking. Okay, first, first spot rate. If I want to write spot rate as per like that, CHF divided by pound. So then rate was this. Just I'm writing from this information. This much CHF, 1.652 CHF, 1.652 CHF. It was equal to 1 pound, right? In this rate, right? In this rate. It was like this. So 1.5 CHF equals 1 pound. Okay. But if when you converted this pound to CHF, same rate, the same rate, when you converted, we converted previously, right? So it became like that. This much pound equal to 1 CHF. Pounds, how much? 0.6053. 0.6053 pounds equals 1 CHF, right? Because if I'm writing under a CHF here, obviously it is CHF. And if I'm writing under pound column, obviously it is pound. Okay, let me write the CHF word also. CHF, CHF. Okay, this was the spot rate story. Now, what is forward rate story? Because I'm forward rate story. So forward rate was first rate. It was CHF given in the example. CHF to 1 pound. So what was the rate, forward rate? Here I have to go to the example. 1.654 CHF. 1.654 CHF was equals to 1 pound. Okay, equal to 1 pound. And if I want to write this rate, pound divided by CHF, pound divided by CHF, then it was like this. It means pound divided by CHF, right? Pound is 1 divided by CHF, this rate, so you will get answer. So pound divided by CHF, pound divided by CHF. So answer was this much pound. Pound 0.6046, 6046, 6040 point pound, and CHF was what? 1 CHF, right? Okay, very good. So just we wrote spot rate for CHF to pound, then pound to CHF, and similar way forward rate for CHF to pound and then pound to CHF. Okay, just we wrote it. Now what? I want to tell you here: forward, premium, or discount. These two words are there, guys. Please remember, any currency which will get stronger in the future. Okay, forward premium, I'm telling you, because banks may quote rate today, right? For the future transaction. Sometimes rates may quoted as premium or discount. Any currency which will get stronger or which is expected to be stronger in the future. Okay, so that currency is called at premium, or that currency is appreciating. And any currency which is going to get weaker in the future, that is called forward discount. Okay, for example, if your local currency is going to appreciate in the future, it means your local currency is at premium, right? And if your local currency is going to depreciate in the future, depreciate means getting weaker. If your local currency is going to depreciate in the future, it means your local currency should be a discount. Similar way, if foreign currency is going to be a stronger in the future, so that means foreign currency should be at premium. And if foreign currency is going to be weaker in the future, it means that currency should be at discount, right? Any currency which will appreciate, that is at premium, and any currency which is depreciate, that is at discount. This is general, because premium mean to say appreciation, discount mean to say depreciation of the currency. Now, for example, if your local currency is appreciating, obviously, then your foreign currency will depreciate practically, right or wrong? And if your local currency is depreciating, then obviously foreign currency will appreciate. Right or wrong? Other way around. Okay, now here, the point is, please remember here, the point is, first I want to tell you here, sometime, sometime. So please remember here, he may tell you discount rate like this, because then I'll tell you how to calculate premium in percentage or percentage or discount in percentage. That is separate thing. But here, sometime, just I'm giving you example only. Okay, sometime your rates might be quoted like this. Can you see this scenario? So rate is what? For example, again, indirect code I'm telling you. For example, he told you dollar to pound. In this rate, dollar is your foreign currency and pound will be your local currency, because the currency which is written after slash equal to one, that is local under indirect code. Okay. So here dollar is your foreign, local is your pound. Okay. Spot rate is given. Spot rate is given. uh, like this. For example, 1.5840 spot means at today's rate, 1.5860. And for example, this is dollar to pound again. 1 month forward rate is also quoted, 1.6290 to 1.6350. So this rate you can use for the transaction which you want to perform after 1 month, but you have to lock this today with the bank. Okay. And again, bank is also quoted dollar to pound 3 month forward rate. 3 month forward rate. Okay. Rate is quoted like this. Now, this is the one way. So here, what is the way? Simply bank told you very everything clearly. This is the spot rate. This is what is the forward rate after 1 month. This is the forward rate for 3 months. Okay. But sometime he may tell you things like that. Can you see this scenario now? Here, for example, he told you the spot rate, which is dollar to pound. Dollar is your foreign currency again. Pound is your local currency here. Dollar to pound rate is what? 1.5840, 1.5860. Okay. And if you look at here, he told you here 1 month forward, 4.50 cent, 4.75 cent discount. Okay. So please remember here. And here it told you 3 months forward rate. Okay. 6.85 cent. These are cents, and 7 cents discount. Again, discount. So please remember now, if you want to calculate, because now here he didn't tell you clear rate like that, right? He told you discount and premium. So please remember, under indirect code, if you got a spot rate, in spot rate you will add discount, so you will get forward rate. Okay. Discount you have to add, please. But if you got a premium, so you will take spot rate minus premium equals forward rate. So here we go. Let's practice it now. For example, I will write spot rate like this. So from this example, I'm doing dollar to pound. Spot rate is what? 1.5840 to 1.5860. Okay. And I want to calculate 1 month forward. 1 month forward. It means 1 month forward means that these figures I have to take, and these are into the cent, because I want to calculate 1 month forward. Okay. 1 month forward. So 1 month forward. So these are the discount figures are available. So what I'll do now, I'll add this figure. But how? Should I add like that 4.50? No, brother. What we have to do, so these are actually cents. First, we have to convert these figures into cent. And how you will convert? If these are cent, 4.5 cent. So 4.5 cent you will divide with the 100. So this will give you pure figure in the cent, more pure figure. So 4.5 is, if you will just divide 4.5 divided by 100, because 100 cents are there, right, in $1 or £1. So it will become 450. So you will write like that. After you will write a 0.450. Okay. Can you see here again? Let me see. 4.50 divided by 100. No, it is, it is like that. It will become 0.045. It's 0.045. And now similar way, this 4.75 cent. 4.75 divided by 100. Okay, so I'll get the pure figure. It will give you what? Zero. This I'll add into this rate now. 0.0475. And now if I will add these two figures, now it will be a forward rate. If I'll add these two figure, these two, so it is going to be 1.6290. Just you can recheck, okay? And if you will add these two figure, it is going to be 1.6335. Okay. Similar way, if I want a forward rate after 3 months, so what should I change now from this example? Which data is relevant now? If I want to calculate forward rate after 3 months, so now after 3 months forward rate. Now what I'll do, I'll change these figures now. Which figures? Because now I'll take spot rate, which is this rate. Spot rate I have already taken. Okay. I'll add discount now. Discount of 3 months. Discount of 3 months. This is relevant now. 6.85. If I'll just take 6.85 cent divided by 100, 6.85 divided by 100, so it will become 0.0685. Now I have to take this 7 cent, 7 divided by 100. It will become 0.07. And now if I'll add, obviously if I'll add this and I'll add this, because it was discount, so I have to add. Okay, if I'll add these two figures, I'll get this much. This is 3 months forward rate. Please remember, instead of discount now, what? Instead of discount, see here, if premium is given, then you will apply this formula, spot minus premium equals forward. Forward rate, okay? Discount you will add, but premium you will deduct from the spot. Okay? For example, we have example here. Let's say we have a spot rate. This is dollar to pound rate, this rate, this rate. For example, this is spot rate. Rate is what? 1.8240 to 1.8260. And now we got a 1 month premium. So we'll minus premium now. We'll minus premium. And how much premium? 85, 0.85. Okay, what I'll do, I'll just 0.85 cent. Okay, so 0.85 divided by 100. So it will give you full-fledged in cent. It will become 0.0085. Now I have to take this 0.75 cent, 0.75 cent divided by 100. It will become 0.00. This is point, okay, 0.0075. And if I'll deduct now these figures, I have to deduct from the above figure. I'll get here 1.858155, and here I'll get 1.8185. Understood? So see, I told you sometime premium or discount figures can be given separately. So you should know premium you would deduct under indirect code, and discount you will add. Understood, guys? And one more thing. One more thing. So sometime they may ask you to calculate forward premium or discount in percentage. So by the way, here in the previous example, discount and premium figures were given. Discount and premium figures were given, right? But what if you have to calculate in percentage? Here figures were given already for discount and premium, right? What if you have to calculate in percentage? Then you will use this formula. You will use this formula. What? If you want to calculate forward premium or discount in percentage, please remember, if answer is positive, that will be a premium. If answer is negative, that will be a discount. Okay? Once you apply this formula. So this formula, what's the formula? Forward rate minus spot rate divided by spot rate. Okay? Times Days in a year, obviously it is 365 or 360, whatever given in the question, divided by days in forward period. Maybe this forward period is for 30 days or 60 days. If it is for 30 days, divide with the 30. If it is for 60 days, divide with the 60. If it is for 90 days, divide with the 90. Understood? So this is the formula. What is the formula? Forward rate minus spot rate. Okay. Divided by spot rate, multiply by days in a year, divided by days in forward period. Right. So this will give you premium or discount. Now the question is, how would you calculate, right? So I'm just taking your data. Do you remember? I have written something here. Here, this data, right, for the spot and forward rate. If you remember this data, because I have to apply the formula now. Please remember here. So when you calculate premium or discount into percentage, you have, what was the formula? Spot rate, sorry, forward rate FR minus spot rate divided by spot rate multiply by 365, which is days in the year. Okay, let me write it. Days in a year and days in the forward period. Days in forward period or forward rate. Days in the forward rate. Okay, this is the formula. Now here, please hear one important thing. If you here you should not make a mistake here, please, right? Okay. The point is what? If you want to calculate pound premium or discount percentage, what I'm saying, if you want to calculate pounds premium or discount percentage. So for the pound I want to see, for the pound I want to see, okay, this is the solution now. For the pound I want to see, is there premium or discount? So what I have to do when I'm calculating for the pound? So please remember, when I want to calculate for the premium or discount for the pound, premium or discount for the pound. So I have to use the figures which are given in other currency now, because pound will be expressed in other currency, right? Other currency is what? For example, here in the spot rate, in the spot rate, other currency, where is other currency? Here is the rate for the other currency, right? This is because this is CHF. I want to calculate premium or discount for the pound. So I have to use CHF. What are the spot rate? And CHF, what is the forward rate? This is the forward rate, right? This is the spot rate. So now I'll apply the formula. What was the forward rate? Because I want to calculate premium discount for pound. So I have to use other currency now. Other currency, okay? Other currency CHF. So I have to take now forward rate of CHF. This is forward rate of CHF. 1.654 minus spot rate in CHF, which is 1.652 divided by 1.652, which is spot rate, into days in year 365. I'm not sure in solution they have taken 360 or 365. I'm taking 365 divided by days in forward. So days in period is 30 days. If I will solve it, so don't forget the formula. So what answer I'll get, we can check it here. It is there also. For the pound, for the pound, premium or discount. So the answer would be 1.45%. Okay. 1.45%, where it is. Maybe up 1.45%. 1.45%. So can you just recheck the calculation just to ensure the arithmetical accuracy? So I'm doing on calculator. So we'll take 1.654 minus 1.652 divided by 1.652. Okay, so you got some answer. Okay, then multiply by 365 divided by 30. So you got, and multiply by 100 to get answer into percentage. So it is 1.47 almost. Okay, 1.4 percentage. Just recheck, guys. Maybe I have made mistake. 1.654 minus 1.652 divided by 1.652 multiply by 365 and divided by 30. It is 1.47. Maybe they have used 360 days in a year. I'm not sure. If they have used 360, let's confirm. Yeah, so they have taken 360 days. So if you will take 360, you will get 1.45 instead of 365. So because in exam, he will tell you how many days you have to use. So if you will use 360 days, so then you will get this answer. Okay. Now, please remember here, another thing. Again, this example is in front of you. I hope so you can view it. Now, if I want to calculate CHF premium or discount, P&D, premium or discount, if I want to see for CHF, so I have to use the data which is available in the pound now. And if you look, this is the data in pound, this is the pound in forward rate, and this is the pound in the spot rate. So now I have to use this data if I want premium or discount for CHF. Okay, Swiss francs. So I have to use now pound data. So I'll write like that. First, I'll write forward rate. This formula I'm applying: forward minus spot divided by spot multiplied by days in a year divided by days in forward rate. So here, forward rate was what? 0.6046 minus spot rate is what? 0.605 divided by 0.605 into 360 divided by 30. So if you will just solve, okay, this is 6053. Okay, one decimal is missing. Let me correct it. 53. 3 is also there. 3 was missing, so you can write it here. 3 as well. This is 3. 0.03 and 3. And now you will solve because I wrote up to 3 decimal, so you should write up to 4 by the way, it's better. So you will get answer of 1. You will automatically get minus 1.39% minus. If answer is minus, that is discount. If answer is positive, that is premium. Okay, so it will be it will be minus 1.39%. Okay, because at the end you can multiply with 100 to get the percentage. Both formulas you can multiply with 100. Okay, so it is minus. Whenever it is minus, it is a discount. Whenever it is positive, it is a premium. Understood? I hope it is clear. Then guys, uh, forward premium or discount is also done. So one more thing is there, cross rate. Okay, so please remember premium also mean whenever any currency is at premium, it means that currency is gaining purchasing power because that is getting stronger. And any currency which is at a discount, maybe local or foreign, it means that currency is losing purchasing power. Okay, just remember I'm not saying, I'm not talking about only talking about domestic only. No, I'm saying if any currency which is getting stronger, so that is at premium and that will gain purchasing power. And any currency, it could be local or foreign, if it is getting weak, so that is at discount. Okay, discount means that currency is losing purchasing power. Okay, then guys, uh, we have one more thing, how to find out cross rate. Cross rate. Okay, cross rate, what is cross rate? So let me give you example here. For the cross rate, what is the formula you will apply again? Formula is what? Domestic currency per US dollar divided by foreign currency per US dollar. So maybe you are not understanding what it means. Domestic currency per US dollar divided by foreign currency per US dollar. So first you have to understand what is the cross rate. So it is better if I would explain with the help of example. So you will get what is the cross rate, how to find out. Let's have a look with the example. Okay, let's me help you with the help of examples. Here we go. A firm in Sweden. You are a Swedish firm, needs to make a payment of 100,000 yen today. So it means Sweden is your home country, right? And its currency will be your home currency. He want to make 10,000, 100,000 yen today. However, the krona is not stated in terms of yen. Krona is the currency of Sweden actually, okay? Krona is not stated in terms of yen. Mean to say krona to yen rate or yen to krona rate is not available. Okay. So cross rate must be calculated. But see, kroner to dollar, or sorry, yen, not yen, a dollar, yen, because your currency is krone and you want to make payment in a krone to yen, or yen to krone rate is not available. This is the problem. But other two rates you have. Which other two rates you have? This information you have. But you don't have kroner to yen. This is yen. Or yen to kroner you don't have. But you have other two rates. Which other two rates? For example, he told you other two rates are this. I'm reading this story. What's the story? They're saying a spot rate for single US dollar at the time of transaction is this much krone. It means if you will just go through this line, $1 equal to this much krone. Okay, it means you can write this way, krone to dollar, because dollar equals one, right? Single dollar. Dollar is equal to one. You will write after slash. It will be how much? 6.8395. Okay. Then what? And again, single US dollar to yen is also available. Dollar, which is single right after slash, to yen. Why? Yen is available. That rate is how much? 79.8455. Look at here. Kroner to dollar is available. Yes, I can convert a dollar to krone also. Yen to dollar is available. I can convert yen to dollar to yen also. Yes, we know these things. But the question is, I want this rate. Krone to yen or yen to krone, that is not available, right? And I want this rate. Krone to yen or yen to krone, right? Because as a Swedish company, my currency is krone, right? I want to make payment in yen. So it means I need rate krone to yen I need, which is not available. Krone to dollar is available. Yen to dollar is also available. But krone to yen or yen to krone is not available. So how I can find now? This is the point. How I can find now? So what I can do now? Because this is krone and this is yen. So I can just calculate krone to yen. So how do you want me to calculate? How do you want? For example, if I want to calculate krone to yen, krone to yen. So what I will do now? I will take krone divided by yen, right? So this is what krone to yen rate, right? Krone to yen means say k krone divided by yen, right? So what is krone? This is krone actually. So 6.8395 divided by this is yen 79.8455. If I will divide, automatically I will get krone to yen, and this rate is going to be 0.857. Just cross check, guys. 6 point on your calculator, 6.8395 divided by 79.845. So you will get this rate. Okay. And this rate is what? This rate is krone to yen 0.857. Okay. It means I can write this rate this way also, right? Krone 0.857 equals 1 yen, right? Equals 1 yen. Right or wrong? Can you convert now this rate? One more thing I'm asking you. Can you convert this rate, which is krone to yen? Can you this convert this rate to this rate now, yen to krone? How would you calculate, guys? This I have already explained. It means now here you have to take yen divided by krone, right? So yen, this currency is after slash. So yen is 1. So 1 divided by krone. Krone is how much? 0.857. So if you will convert, so this will give you what? Yen to krone now. Can you divide this? 1 divided by 0.857, right? So you will get rate 1.1669. Okay, this is what yen to krone. And here krone is equal to 1. It means this rate, I can write this way. Here now krone is 1 and yen is how much? Yen is how much? 1.1669. Okay. So here I was calculated krone, this much krone equal to 1 yen. But now 1 krone equals to this much yen. Right or wrong? So but this was the cross rate here up to here. Up to here. This is what I have explained. This was the cross rate, like how to find out krone to yen or yen to krone. Right, guys? Is that clear? Okay, so guys, I believe it is enough for today because I don't want to confuse you more. So today, just we work with almost division rule. In the next class, wherever multiplication is required, so I'll tell you there how to convert first currency into second or second into first. Understood? So I believe this is enough for today because it will be more complicated if I'll tell you further things as well. So this is more than enough. So what you have to do, just you have to revise all these things. So far, don't touch any question. Just understand the basis of exchange rates. Okay, we didn't finish 8.3 topic. No, it was just a first word I have explained. What are the exchange rates? What is direct quote, indirect quote? What is buying rate, selling rate? What is mid rate? What is spread, right? What is discount? What is premium? How to calculate premium or discount into percentages? How to find, I mean to say cross rate. These things we have discussed. Okay, guys, thank you so much. If you have any question, you can ask me. Thank you.